this is Jo from Maths Tutor Me. Today we're doing whole numbers and we've come to the point in the topic where it's time to do our revision questions. We've finished the topic. So I've taken one question from each of the lessons that we've done to review what we've learnt. So you can get all my sheets here that I prepare. You can download these from my website, see the details below, and you can print it off and do all these questions yourself first. And then you can watch the video to go through the answers with me to see how you've gone. Or if you're still feeling like you need a little bit of extra help, you can just watch the answers as I do them with you now. Okay, let's go through question 1. What is the place value of the 5 in 25,312? Well, the 5 is in the 1, 10, 100, thousands. So it is 5,000 is its place value. Question 2, write 230,571 in place value notation using powers of 10. Well, first of all, let's expand it out. So we have 200,000 plus we have 30,000 plus we don't have any just thousands, we go straight to hundreds. 500 plus 70 plus the 1. All right, now to put it into index notation with the power of 10. Okay, so the 2 is my number there at the front. That's going to be times, I have 2 lots of 100,000. So it's going to be times 10 to the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 zeros, so that's 10 to the power of 5. Plus 3 is my starting number, times 10 to the power of 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros. Plus 5 times 10, I only have 2 zeros. Plus 7 times 10 to the power of 1, or just 10. Plus my lonely little 1 at the end that doesn't have any zeros. So he just sits there by himself. All right, that's the end of that question. Number 3, complete the addition mentally by pairing. Well, you're looking at the ones digits. A 1 and a 9, those numbers there will go nicely together to make a nice whole number of 10. And 6 and 4, there's a 10 team there. They are going to go together nicely. So let's start with 46 and 14. If I bring this 4 over here, that will take it up to 50. And then I just have to add on this extra 10 here, which will make it 60. Okay, so it's adding those two together. Now these ones, I can bring this 9 across here to give me 30. Then I have to add on 3 more 10s, 30, 40, 50, 60. That's 60 as well. Okay, now that my numbers are much nicer, this is very easy to add. 60 plus 60 is 120. Question 4, we're doing some column addition. Starting with the ones, 2 plus 3 is 5. 7 plus 5, that gives us 12. So we put the 2 here and we carry the 1. I'm going to start with the biggest number. 8 plus 3 is going to make 11, plus 1 more is going to make 12. Again, I put the 2 down and carry the 1. 1 plus 4, that's 5, plus another 1 is 6. So there's my answer, 6,225. Now for question 5, we want to do some column subtraction. 7 minus 7 is 0. 4 minus 8, well, we can't do that, so we're going to have to borrow 1 from here. We'll change that to an 8 to bring 1 down here. So we have 14 minus 8. That gives us a 6. 8 minus 5 is 3. 0 minus 3 we can't do, so we're going to have to borrow again from here. That will become a 5, and the 1 goes in there. So it becomes a 10. 10 minus 3 is 7, and 5 minus 2 is 3. Okay, question 6, we want to find 43 times by 1,000. So multiplying by 10, 100, 1,000, all we have to do is however many zeros we have, they're going to be put at the end of this number. So 43 times 1,000 is going to become 43 with the 1, 2, 3 zeros after it, 43,000. Question 7, use the distributive law to find 27 times 6. So what we can do is we can break that, is what the distributive law wants us to do, to be 20 times the 6 from here. Okay, that's the first part. And then we can add to that the 7 times the 6. Okay, so breaking this number apart to do two different multiplications. Now 20 times 6, 2 times 6 is 12, and this 0 is going to sit after it. And 7 times 6 is 42. Then we just have to add those two numbers together. So adding those 4 tens onto here will give me 162. Question 8, we're doing a division. 14,859 divided by 3. So first of all, 1 divided by 3 we can't do. So we take the first two numbers together, 14. 14 divided by 3, well, it's not going to go exactly, but we could do 12 divided by 3, would go 4 times. And from 12 we would have a remainder of 2 to go in here. 28 divided by 3. Okay, the biggest 3 times table that doesn't go over 28 would be 3 times 9, because 3 9s are 27. So that could go 9 times with the remainder of 1. 15 divided by 3 goes exactly 5 times. And 9 divided by 3 is 3. Okay, we still have a few more questions on the next page. Okay, in question 9, we want to evaluate this interesting looking problem here. This is going to be using our order of operations. So we need to simplify the top of this fraction and simplify this fraction down. We also need to do brackets. Remember, brackets are things we need to do first. So we can do this part though. We can do this addition. 11 plus 4 is 15 over 3, okay, because that's not interfering with my bracket over here. 9 minus 2, subtracting 2 off there, that's going to make a 7 plus 8. Now the next thing we want to do is the division, multiplication and division from left to right. Now here's a multiplication sign, and the fraction is actually a division. So this is what we need to simplify in here. I'm going to have to simplify this fraction before I do the multiply though. So 15 divided by 3 goes 5 times. Writing this other stuff down again. Then I can do this nice, much easier now, multiplication. 5 times 7 is 35. And finally, I can add this 8 on the end to make 43. And the last question, number 10, estimate by using leading digit rounding. So the first digit in this number is a 6, but the next number is a 7. So I'm going to have to round that up to become 700. Plus, leading number is an 8, but this time this one's lower than 5, so that's going to stay 800 over 53. The leading number is the 5, that's going to round down to be 50. Okay, simplifying the top of this fraction first. 700 plus 800, 7 plus 8 is 15. Then we just put the zeros from the 100 on there. Divided by 50. Now, like always, a 0 on the top and the bottom can be cancelled off. Dividing these numbers, 150 divided by 5 sounds a bit complicated, but what we can do is we can take the 15 divided by 5. 15 divided by 5 is 3. And that extra 0 is going to make that 30. And there it is. They're the answers for today for our revision lesson. Hopefully you got those answers. Keep practicing. For those of you that think you have mastered this topic, I have some challenging questions coming for you next time. So join me for that. See you later.